Okay, so morning, ladies and gents. It's timed edge. It's Tuesday, 17th of March. Been a bit sporadic recently, just due to the war and stuff like that. It's not been providing the best setups for my model. I've been working on a scalping model just to get me through, um, but that's in the process of being built. So yeah. But if the market is in the correct environment today, maybe I might share that with you. But anyway, I'm gonna quickly mark out the charts because I'm a little bit late starting today. So I'm just looking at the bonds, see what the bonds have done, because the FX follows the bonds, so it gives us an idea of what's going on. It's 3 minutes to 7 a.m. and that is the time we start trading FX. That's the time liquidity comes into the market. So previous day, all the three assets closed above. You can see that here. So I want to buy below the open. So let's go on FX starting the week. Okay, so we've got week 3 distribution. Bearish weekly profile. What does that mean? I'm expecting a bearish close because we've had 2 bearish change of stated deliveries out of the 3 assets. 6B, 6E has closed below the previous week's low. Okay, so we would expect lower prices. We broke out of a range here as well. Could go down, continue for between 3 and 5 bars. Okay, we're still working within this range in 6S. No assets have taken the high or low. Looks like we're playing out of equilibrium at the moment, but we drop down a time frame. Monday range formed inside bar. So range daily profile. Let's just drop down to the 6 hour, see if there's anything. Oh wait there, let's just see if there's nothing there. See what the 6 hours doing. All assets below. So there's no real cracking correlation. At all. Oh, sorry. At the moment we're still in daylight saving. Asia starts at 4 a.m. London starts at 4 a.m. US is on forward, 1 hour forward at the moment. Partly a reason why last week as well I had to fix my script because it wasn't doing it all correctly. No high time frame CRT. So what does that mean? I'm looking for a higher time frame 3 candle model to be my draw. So I look on the weekly, daily. Right, there's no draw there. So you need a thick down close candle. You need something to either SMT at the low, something to give me an idea that we're working within a higher time frame range. 6 hour possibly could be working in this. Let's mark this out as a level here. Do-do-do. We've now taken out that good working in this. Yeah. We'll leave that in for the moment. Tuesday is a high probability CRT day. We go to the 15 minute, mark out Asia. You know I like to do that. I think my script needs a little bit of optimizing after I've made my last thing. It's running a little bit slower. I'll sit down with my friend, I think. Right, so you can see all assets have taken Asia low. We're trading below. We've missed that Q standard deviation. Let's see if Asia's expanded or not. Okay, so Asia's ranged, which is good. It's slow. It shows that the news and the geopolitical data that's coming out in Asia, in America, sorry, is not moving the market as much. So it's an indication that, you know, Asia should consolidate, London manipulate, New York expansion. Ideally, it doesn't happen all the time. When you've got macro data being released in America overnight, you often see Asia expand, and then London will probably accumulate, and so on. Could it be impossible for you and me? Du-du-du. We have got PPI at 12:30 GMT, and then we got FOMC later on at 6. Just having a look at the market. Just having a look what the news is saying. The VIX. So the way I've been doing things at the moment, right, is if the VIX is high and all the assets are pegged together, and what I mean by that is if the currency market is pegged with the index market, so the index triad I trade, if they're moving the same and the VIX is high, I switch over to this scalping model just to give me trades basically, because when it shows that the market's in risk-off sentiment, right? So if the market's in risk-off sentiment, the correlations and cracks in correlations that I've learnt from Trader Day and stuff like that don't often work, and they become a bit thin. So you need to adapt into the market. So that's why I would develop something so it makes me so I can be able to trade this market basically. You and me, impossible. Okay, so let's take a look at the index market. Index futures triad. I'll bring that down here actually. As you can see, we're kind of moving the same, right? Asia has gapped up, so we've had an expanse, but we're pushing back down, and it looks pretty similar to the currency futures triad. So this is NQESYM. Some people trade the Nikkei as the third thing, but I think it's bullshit. It's not closely correlated at all. Could it be impossible? We have a bearish weekly profile. You can see YM and ES have closed below. Okay, so it's changed state delivery. So we're looking for lower prices within the week. we're staying within the range, no higher low is taken, so there's no sequential SMT. We're just working within previous week's range at the moment. So we got dropped down to the daily time frame, same as FX, right? That's what I mean, they're moving together a lot. So you can use, like I do over here, I use the VIX as a sentiment indicator. You can also use the credit default swaps if you pay attention to that, to give you an idea of what the market's doing. But it's quite clear to see that the VIX spiked last week at about 28 or 29 or something. High volume volatility, often comes from risk off sentiment because people don't know what to do with their money. All goes into safe havens and not a lot of people trade. That is why I started developing the scalping strategy. Right, what have we got here? Same as well, range daily profile, but we have got all assets above previous day's high. So what I want to see is if we've closed above previous day's high. I'm just going to mark a line because you could be trading a continuation. Just try and look for a continuation model. And the way I do that is just go onto the 6 hour. Did we get a close above? Close above. We've gapped and closed above. We're going to fill the gap and then we'll probably continue up. I might, yeah. Wait, anyway. You and me, impossible. Let me just double check if there's any higher time frame CRT. No, we're still operating in this candle's range here. Weekly. No, we got draws of liquidity below these lows here though. This is, I'll mark them out. Key draws of liquidity. Key level. So they're going to be targets if you're looking to trade this continuation. Change the state of delivery, close below previous candles range, right? Bearish profile, bearish profile. Considering it's week 3, we should see some distribution. It's creating this upper wick. It's only Tuesday at the moment. Check the 6 hour for us. CRT, no gap. So no higher time frame CRT here. Could it be impossible? Well, Asia's obviously expanded because we've got that massive gap. So what do we expect after that if Asia's expanded like that? We're expecting accumulation in London, right? Where would I look? I probably would look for 50% of this. Okay, so if we get below the 50%, nice level for me to start looking to. Could it be? Get rid of that now, we know what's going on. Du-du-du. It's very, very similar price action, isn't it? So if we're looking at the currency market and the, I know where we've had an expansion on these assets. But if I pull up let's pull up 6E over here. In terms of recent price action, it looks pretty similar without the gap up. That could be because there's a change in it might be contract rollover because it was contract rollover for currencies last week, so maybe that could have something to do with that. But other than that, it would be pretty same price action if you took away that bar and then moved down. So we're seeing pegged assets. That's what I'm saying. They're moving the same. So I think 8 a.m. is when I'm going to start trading today because we're still in high volatility. Looking at the VIX. Oh yeah, let me just. That's expanded, doesn't it? Could it be? Just quickly marking up Asia NQ. Okay, so if we are looking at that, we've closed above, we've filled the gap, we're probably going to run a bit higher on NQ and ES. So let's just, can everybody see this? This is now my little scalping strategy. We're going to just see what's going on here. Could it be impossible? And the way this works is it's just volume weighted average price, right? There's high volume in the market. We're just playing out of the volume, out of one of these three lines and into one of these lines, and I'm just using. Let me just put that on there. Okay, so what I might do is just set that up again. Do 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 do. You and me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm just setting up this now. Du-du-du, du-du-du. Da-da-da, da-da-da. So I've got the RSI set up down here to look for divergences. I'm also running a timed edge in the background just to quickly have a look. And I've got the volume weighted average price. This is ES, this is the 1 hour bot chart. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And with this strategy, the scalping model, we're just looking for M1 inversion around these levels at the time 8 a.m. 9 to 9 a.m. GMT, and around about 1:30 till 3. So there's a couple of hours in New York where you should be looking for, because yeah, sometimes the move happens just before. But I only deploy this because the markets are pegged together at the moment, and yeah, I'm looking for a high volume, high volatility index of the market. So if that's high, I already know that the sentiment is still risk off, and that means most of the assets, the cracks in correlation that I normally trade on with the timed edge model, just runs a little bit thin in this market condition. So I've just had to quickly adapt to something else. So we're trying this at the moment. I've back tested it myself. It's been working. I'm going to try some forward testing this week, live forward testing, because I've forward tested it in a demo environment so far and a couple of live trades, but now I'm live on stream doing it as well. So let's see what happens. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. But I wouldn't normally start trading this until 8 a.m. We're looking for an inversion. It's pulling back up to this volume weighted average, medium volume weighted average line here. We're looking for a clean inversion and a 15-second inversion. That's how we're going to trade this. How I'm going to trade this. So it's double confirmation. I'm looking for the exhaustion on the volume weighted average price. But that being said, I am going to sorry, I just saw something. Oh, hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? What's the name of the indicators? So yeah, we got volume weighted average, bro. VWAP, and it's an RSI divergence. I'm not too keen on the RSI, but it's something I was just using as well, just because there's no divergence within all the assets at the moment. And I'm only trading this on ES because that's got the highest volume in the market. So I don't know why I'm getting dropped frames on my thing. Maybe my internet's not very good today. Fuck knows. I need my new laptop, for fuck's sake. Hopefully I should be able to get that this week. Could it be impossible? This is a simple strategy as well. VWAP and RSI, yes sir. And you change the RSI to a 9. Yeah, so a period 9 close. It's a 9-period rate of change. That's what it is. That's what it works out as. So it looks back 9 and then it changes on that. Could it be impossible for you and me? Waiting for that 8 a.m. Does the RSI? Yes, the RSI shows divergence. Yes, it does, mate. Yeah, because we're not getting any cracks anywhere else, right? So my thought was I'll try the RSI, and it did work, to be honest, on a few trades. And then we're just looking for a change of state of delivery on the M1 in that case. Listen, I'm trading this, and the need to adapt is why I'm trading this, right? So just because I need to be able to trade all market conditions, right? So if timed edge doesn't work when the market and the volume goes up, in risk on, timed edge is an amazing model. Get a high risk to reward, and quite a high hit rate as well, right? But when the cracks and correlations become a bit thin, you have to find yourself looking for something else, and it doesn't always work because you're seeing explosions and then exhaustions of price. So this model's got a fixed risk as well. It's 1 to 3. I find that the one that it just works. I mean, listen, it's in its early days at the moment, this strategy, and I'm not expecting the war to go on for the whole rest of the year. I think I speak to Fatan. She's in the Discord group. She's Iranian. She sent me a first message in like 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it's been. So yeah. Right, we've got 20 minutes to 8 o'clock anyway. We're looking for... So if we're looking at price now on ES, we're coming up into the blue line. If price is going to draw, looks like we are drawing higher. If we get a nice clean inversion with a 15 seconds, I'll take that. What's going on here? I don't know how much weight I'm putting. How do I set up stops and targets for the new model? Okay, so I'm looking for a 1 minute inversion. Let's draw it out here. Say if it was 8 a.m. right? I'm looking for a 1 minute inversion, trade back up into that level, and then go down onto the 15 seconds, right? And I'm looking for an inversion of price on the 15 seconds. Or you can use a 1 minute change of state of delivery. Bro, you should know what a 1 minute change of state of delivery is, what it looks like. We use the same thesis every day. This is what I said to Nicole as well, another girl. She's looking to trade this model, right? Because her model's become a bit thin. That is a 1 minute change of state of delivery, isn't it? This bar here. This one, right? So we've closed above the previous bar, right? So if we get an inversion here, price inverts here, we come back up above the 50%, yeah? Then we get a 1 minute body close like that, below, enter here, stop loss above, and target 1 to 3. But this has to happen at the specific times I told you, like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning, and then probably about 1:45 p.m. to about 3 o'clock is normally when you'll see the market turn in New York, and there'll be liquidity coming in the market. It's the same as what we would do normally with the stops, but I'm just looking for a fixed risk to reward of 1 to 3, because I'm not trying to be greedy. The other day I took that trade, right, and it ran on, but it ran on a bit, and yeah, it's one of them. But I don't know. I haven't got the data around the model to give you when's good to do this, when's good to do that. Like, with Timed Edge, I have the data around that. I've been trading it for, I don't know, a year and a half maybe, since I built the model. I've got plenty of data around that. I don't have the data around this. Okay, so we're seeing an inversion here. This would be classed as an inversion. Not at a time frame though, but you're seeing it come off of this level. Could trade up into this, and we could roll over, right? But I want to hit that at 8 a.m. Okay, so we've got some draw of liquidity here if we're going to run lower. You could also look 1 minute PSP as well. That was another thing I was trying out, and it worked. Okay, so on the return, 1 minute change of state of delivery, 1 minute PSP, or 15 seconds inversion. I've got the 15 seconds on my chart because I paid for premium trading view. You and me, impossible. And how you feel inside? Do 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 do. Why is it doing that? Just gotta sort this out. When I feel inside, you and me, impossible. Yeah, I've got a execution thing up there, and price is just moving exactly the same across the currencies and the indices. So that's exactly why I deploy this model, right? We've got range daily profile. Ideally, we'd be looking for longs on ES, right? Going off the higher time frame narrative. We've gapped up, we've closed above. Okay, now we're filling the gap, coming back down, we're filling the gap. Okay, we've filled 50% of that. Let's just go on there, get that up. We filled 50%. Could get manipulation at the 50% level, right? Could it be impossible for you and me? Could get a... See how these lines work? It's crazy. Volume weighted average price. Mental. It's literally just taps and goes. But yeah, it has to be at specific times, like, you know, and you can see when you're overextended. Let's have a little look at yesterday's price action. Time to start trading. Okay, so start trading at, right, in this kind of time you want to start trading. We're looking for an inversion. Don't get an inversion anyway, but maybe on NQ you got one. But 3 o'clock, still trading. I don't know if you're around for that, to be honest, but there is an inversion there. Inversion on the green. Come up, there probably was a trade there, 1 to 3. If you stayed yesterday, right, inversion, get up above to 50%, right? Let's just have a little look at that. That's an idea of what we're looking for here. Break that down there. Go on to 15 seconds. Right, no inversion. Play price. Could it be? Right, there would be your inversion, but I don't think you're going to be able to get in that. Maybe there's a 1 minute change of state delivery. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? We're looking at these lines specifically. We're looking for our M1 inversion with a 15 seconds or a 1 minute change of state delivery. Whether you got in off of that one there, stop loss above, you'd have to cover up here anyway. Cover the candle that broke, so you might have been alright. So yeah, whether you want to cover that high or you cover the top of that candle that caused the inversion, up to you. And then 1 to 3 risk. There's always going to be liquidity below that low, right? So you probably could have squeezed a bit more out. But it's a simple strategy, right? But we're in a... Yeah, it's a simple strategy, right? Just to make money in times like because we're struggling because of the timed edge model, and we still need to make money. I still got to earn money. You know, you still got to make money. So this is why I've been doing this. Desperately trying to find something. And to be honest, I'm having a meeting today at 2, so, well, about 1:30, so I won't be around this afternoon. because I'm going to talk to someone who's also a scalper that I know, and he's going to give me some more tips so I can improve the scalping model that we got here. All right, we didn't come fill 50% on that. We're seeing price trade back down now. Could it be? Oh, that's why it's the 15-minute. So where's price going to be drawing to if we're moving like this before this? These lows are gone, right? We might get below these lows. Could it be? We can... Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, I need some more sauce. That's it. He trades specifically just a scalping model at half one. And he, yeah, half one. So I'm just going to see what's his entries, stuff like that. He's going to give me a little bit of sauce. So yeah, he turned like 13 grand into 197 grand last year. So, you know, he's not messing around, and he's local to me as well. So I'm going to go take my notepad, take my laptop, go and sit with him, show me a few things. Could it be impossible? 1 minute inversions. That's what it is. It's as easy as that, using the VWAP. Let's see if we can try any more. There was one on Friday that I took, right? Was it Friday? Oh no, I didn't take this, but there's one in here on Friday afternoon. Okay, so this is a particular model with a double break here, where we close below this, use the 50% in there. Oh, I think I was late getting to the gym. That's what it was. But here's the long, right? Inversion up, trade into this, wait for the change of state of delivery. You could get in there for you. Promise, you could get in here. That change of state of delivery, even though it's an impulse bar, you know it's going to go back up. Okay, there's a 15-second entry in there, and you're just trading it up to the blue line, right? You all fix 1 to 3, but you know price is going to rebalance. Pretty simple strategy. Okay, right, close above, full body candle above, right? So you wait, then come back into 50% of this range, discount of the range, look for a lower time frame confirmation, whether that be a 1 minute change of state of delivery, PSP, or something like that, or 15-second inversion, which I will be using because I've got the 15 seconds. And then, yeah, fixed 1 to 3, or maybe you can trade up to the blue line up. I got 1 to 3.5 out of this model, just because I thought it was going to run a bit higher, and it did. But you can see it obviously ran a lot higher and went all the way up there, and you could probably got fucking 1 to 10 or something stupid. But I don't know. I don't have enough data to give you the exact whens, whats, fors, and all that. I've just done the best I can with what I've got at the moment. Could it be impossible? Are we going to see this trade lower now? Coming up to the 1. Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. See how you can get in. It's the only way, right? Could it be impossible? Oh, excuse me. Yesterday I had to do some shocking work, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm just... Could it be impossible? We're going to have a new liquidity point as well coming in 1 minute, aren't we? Because we know we'll have the 1 hour low, wherever that may be. Oh, what's that doing, man? Could it be impossible? But to be honest, if we get down there, we're going to take this low anyway, aren't we? All the assets look the same. Maybe we go up to 50% here, and let's have a look at the 5 minute quickly. Just see what's going on. Gives us a nice, better view. We're last presented fair value gap into this level. Could it be impossible? So it's going to be up within this top range, right? Let's mark this out here. Maybe we might be able to get something. I will definitely be looking for a 15 seconds in this box. If I'm gonna have I'll have a little go at 15 seconds in there. Could it be impossible? What's going on here? Why is that like that? Okay, so price is pulling up into that. Let's have a little look what we do here. I'm going to drop down to the 15 seconds. Why is that doing that? It's not the one, is it? Could it be impossible for you and me? Your love. Helps if you get it on the right triad, Lewis, doesn't it? Da, 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 da. No precision swing point, that's for sure. Right. Da 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 da. I haven't got the 15 seconds inversion at the moment. Still looking. Why is that like that? Shit. Didn't properly get an inversion. I think I've been tapped into something. No. You and me. And then I feel your love. 1 minute change of state delivery was there. Oh mate, my neck. I don't know, I haven't opened, I haven't looked at anything else. Oh man, fuck, what have I done to my neck? Could it be impossible? Let's have a little look what's going on here. Oh yeah. Playing out of we did also get a sequential S&T up there, didn't we? Could it be impossible? Well, I've been put into a position. Let's see if this continues down then, right? Target is 1 to 3. Want to see price get below that low, to be honest. Start trading below that. If we go back up, and I'm going to take a loss. Could it be impossible? And if we go up above this, we're going to run a little bit higher. Where's the... Maybe should I be looking for longs? Could it be impossible? Oh, yeah. Yeah, looks like this is just going to continue. Let me get rid of timed edge so we can see the chart. Always just looking at that 1 minute bar, see if it's, you know, it tells you everything it needs to know, the bar. Close above. Okay, so I'm going to move my stop. I'm going to be quite aggressive with my stop loss. I'm going to put my stop above this high that we've just formed here. Okay, the reason being is because if we come back up now, I'm definitely going to get stopped out. So I've got my line here. Stop loss is here. Where's that gone? I had a template for that. Alright, anyway, the white line is my stop loss. If it goes back above that, I'm out for a small loss. And at the moment, I'm 12 ticks up. Da -da -da, da -da -da -da. My aim is down here, take out this liquidity of this low. If we're going to run lower, we're going to, yeah, this is liquidity down here. I'm playing a manipulation of the 50%. There's no reason for price to come up above that high now, because if it comes up above that high, it's going to take, it will take both these highs here, right? Could it be impossible? Oh God, my neck. What have I done? Are we going to see price trade back to that low? Plus 17 ticks or something now. Looking for that low to go here, or whatever a 1 to 3 is. Where's my entry? That's the line. Stop loss above. Right, I'm just looking for a 1 to 3 from here. Yeah, so I'm gonna trade my. I'm looking for that low to go at one. That's my target. We could come back up. I've protected my. Oh, looks like I might get stopped here. Maybe. Let's have a little look what NQ's doing. It's amazing. They're all the same. They're all doing the same thing. This is what you just need to trade something else, you know. Could it be impossible that you and me? Right, I think we're gonna have an inversion back up, close back above that. Probably gonna get stopped here. We haven't closed back through that bar yet. See the inefficiency there, fair value gap. We just filled the inefficiency and now we're running back down. If we close back above that inefficiency there, I'll probably close the position, in all honesty. But we didn't. We've rejected out of the fair value gap there. Right. What I will do though is move my stop loss down. I'll cover that high there. There's no reason for that to come back above now. You filled the only inefficiency there. If it comes back up now, I'm going to get stopped out anyway, so I'm fine. I'm risk free on the trade, break even, trying to hit that low down there. Could it be impossible? Oh. We've had a bearish change of state of delivery, 1 minute, bar. Let's see what performs here. Looking for that low to go immediately. There we go, moving down. Want this bar to close. Close like the bearish. What have we got? 10 seconds inside bar at the moment. Could it be? I am break even on this trade, bro. Okay, I've got my stop loss. I'll move that so people can see where I've put my stop, because I've got an execution window up here that I'm looking at as well as trying to show you the chart. I can't show you all of it at once. Could it be impossible? You and me. Didn't get to change the state of delivery. Okay, so if this goes above that line, I'm break even above there. There's no reason for it to go above there. It's all efficient price action in terms of what I see. So fair value gap, if we go up above, we're more likely to take this high. And I was wrong. We've just gone down and swept that low. Let's have a little look on the 15. Could it be impossible? we doing here? Open, high, low, close. Maybe we get a change of state of delivery on this bar, on this 1 minute bar, and we go back lower. Maybe. Oh my god. Need to do some stretching. My back is fucking knackered. It's not a fantastic sign, that wick. Oh, we didn't get to change the state of delivery either. I think I'm going to get stopped out of this one. Wick above. Okay, so I took a break even on that trade. A little bit of dicking around, never mind. So if price is going to run higher, let's have a little look up here, right? Price has closed above, we want to run higher. I thought we were going to manipulate the 50%, so we might come and take that low, or at least one of them did, but it looks like we're just pushing up now. Was that into 50% there? Yeah, it was. Interesting price action. That's all efficient in there, so that's just taking out the high. If that's going to run lower now, it's unfortunate. If the price is efficient and there's no fair value gaps, price will run to an old high or low, and that's why I went to break even here, because we didn't have no gaps to fill, right? So that means price should of higher probability that it will take the high or low in that scenario, but we're seeing price do other things now. Maybe there was just liquidity above this high, enough for it to draw lower. Could it be impossible? Oh, excuse me, man. Fucked. Yeah, man. No worries. I'm gonna do the same and get some breakfast anyway, man. I'm gonna wait for another cleaning version. Took a break even today. I will go through what I've been taught today as well. I'll go through some bits. I don't know why my computer's dropping frames like that. But yeah, top man, mate. I hope everything goes well with the job and all that. I'll catch up. Could it be impossible? Oh, that's horrible. Just staying within a range. If I put time edge back up, the indicator. So we had sequential SMT here. YM took the high, I think. Right, I covered my break even, right, just because there was efficient price action here after we filled this fair value gap. Okay, so if we're going to start to move lower, fair enough. We wait for another inversion. There's always another scalp we can get. It's fine. But I'm going to go grab some breakfast. I'll be back if the market sets up with something, and we go from there. Alright, timed edged. Leave your comments and likes and subscribe if you want to see more. I should do